January 6th. I'm out of the farm today to do some doe management. Really looking forward to the night. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Got 2 late muzzleloader doe tags yesterday afternoon. Went to the store. I have a bow tag as well, but just don't have as much time to hunt this week as I thought I would. So I figured I should probably stop screwing around and try to get some of these does. We've taken 2 off the property so far. I think we need at least another 2 taken off, which is what I'm going to try to fill tonight. I'd like to do a double whammy if I can. It'll be a little bit tougher with a muzzleloader to reload and get another one, but a lot of times they come back out even if you clear the field. But hopefully that'll give us enough time to maybe get one more down if we choose. Been seeing a lot of does per buck this late season, which is not typical of this farm, so it's definitely time to take a few out and get some meat. Also thought maybe it'd be a little bit less intrusion, honestly, to gun hunt rather than come in and try to spook deer bow hunting does. I figure I can sit back and snipe them, maybe get 2 in one night. Still hoping for a surprise buck to show up for Dad and Trevor to shoot this late season, but season's winding down. Actually seen a lot of shed bucks on camera. I just refreshed the cameras a couple days ago, the batteries in them, and I think this farm has at least 6 bucks, which for a property this size is a pretty good percentage, honestly. At least 6 bucks are at least half shed. We've got a couple, I think, that have shed both sides. So seems like a really early drop this year, and I don't exactly know why. The winter wasn't bad until just recently, and these deer have plenty of food. But just keep your eye out. If you're still doe hunting, I'm definitely going to be glassing whatever does I try to shoot. Make sure that I'm not accidentally shooting a shed buck. So set up over a 4 or 5 acre standing bean field, and expect the deer to come out about 150 yards away. Just blowing my wind down in this draw over here. But just a beautiful night. Stand in this fence row and just enjoy the night. Well, it seems like it always goes like that. On a night where I thought I was sure to get two, fill both tags, I'm coming away with nothing. But big reason for that is one of our stud 4-year-olds. At least we think he's 4. I guess he could be 3. But he's a really big deer, and we want to pass him this year. He came out. That was the first time anyone had ever seen him. In fact, he hasn't spent too much time on the property for the last month and a half. We actually haven't had a trail camera picture of him in a long time. I was starting to think he got killed in the rut. He came out as I was trying to line up on a couple of does out in the back. He came out, and then it's like, I don't really want to spook him off the field. If it is the first time he's been back, which I'm sure it's not. Most of our cameras have been dead, and it's not like he could walk around them or something. So I'm guessing he's been there the whole time, but I just didn't want to spook him off, and we still have another whole weekend of the gun season here in Iowa, so just didn't want to push into the neighbors and have them get shot. So that was a big part of it. And the other big part of it was, I don't know if I could have made the shot. There was a one point where I got steady enough, but the mature does were out of like 130 yards. I was having a really tough time distinguishing which ones were does, which ones were fawns, which ones were spikes. I mean, part of it was I was so cold I could hardly see through my binos very good. I was out on the wind there in that ridge, and I was having a hard time trying to decide which was which, and didn't want to shoot a shed buck. So they were honestly just too far. And at one point I got steady enough, but the doe that I identified was facing away from me. Anyway, this one doe starts coming in, and a couple other deer, and I'm like, alright, if she gets really close, I'll shoot her. And before that could happen, 2 fawns got to my left downwind, and they were only like 20 yards away. And the way that field rolls, I couldn't even see them till they were right there. And they ended up spooking and clearing the whole field. And fortunately, none of the other deer really knew what was going on, including the big 4-year-old split G2 buck. So that was good. He actually stopped at the fence line. I watched him cross it, and then I watched him go up the hill. Like, honestly, I almost guarantee you he's back in the beans right now. And when I saw that, and there were no other does in the field, I decided it was my time to boogie, get out of there before I had to spook him again. So that's what I did. That was a fun night. It's really cool to see that buck. Really impressive deer, and that was the first time I ever seen him. So definitely worth coming out. But I'll be back out, I don't know, probably tomorrow morning somewhere. I gotta find some time to fill these doe tags. So anyway, make sure you follow along. And I don't know if this is the end of the video, but if it is, thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe to see the future content. I'll catch you in the next one.